Okay, so fortunately, or if that's the way you want to look at it, when I started out, it just happened to be most of what I researched and wrote about. These people had long since passed, and most everybody related to them. Um,
Yeah.
from Detroit to New York, Murder Inc., Lucky, all these guys. But what was interesting is that when the books were coming out, or I was starting to get um, a little publicity for researching, thanks to the network of all our colleagues and friends that helped me along, which I do got to give a shout out. You don't sit in grandma's basement and do this by yourself. It takes a lot of old school
Yeah.
networking by people who were there before me that were gracious enough to bring me along. But it was during that time that other people started contacting me like, hey, my grandmother was so and so, or my great uncle, I have some documents because he knew the person you're writing about. It was crazy. Or a niece, a nephew reach out to me, hey, you wrote about my uncle Chester. You're it's that moment where you're like, oh, this is glorious, and you're so humbled. So that wasn't danger. That was wonderful that people are like, hey, thank you for telling the story, even if it's darker. Now, as for the intersection where it gets a little dicey, that's when you get into real time things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all right, to plug my upcoming project, which most people have known about since 2018, because it's still ongoing, is with a cartel hitman who is very much alive, very much in jail, who I've been in contact with since 2018. Now, when I first entered into this, and I'll say it, friendship is what it became with him. Frenemies sometimes because we argue. It's like any people, but there was a nervousness on the part of some family and friends because I'm not talking about dead guys anymore. I'm talking about real time people in what is the trend now, cartels. But it's you kind of go with your gut and your vibe. Yeah, there are moments that you do, you walk a fine line. You do. But I think the lesson I learned, if anybody wants my take on this, you show respect as a journalist, a researcher, or whatever, and you'll get respect back. There are
Yeah.
going to be some tough moments, and you're going to enter into some air corners that are a little iffy, but um, handle yourself with some grace and always respect your subject. And as you said, the word object, be objective. You're not there to be I'm not but Chris Hansen waiting for the predator to come in the room, and you like I don't do that kind of journalism. I'm like, oh, you're inviting me into your world, I'm inviting you into mine. We know our where the boundaries are, but I'll give you respect, and with that I'll get a wealth of information just because there's that level of respect, I think.
Yeah.